Hey everybody, today I'm going to do a product overview on a recent purchase I made at Harbor Freight Tools. It's this 12-inch disc sander made by Central Machinery. I got mine on sale for $149.99. You can use a 20% off coupon and get one of these for $119.99 plus sales tax. Now I haven't used this machine a whole lot, but I wanted to give you my first impressions about it and hopefully address any questions or concerns you might have about this machine if you are in the market for one of these. So if you have any questions or comments, feel free to leave them in the comment section below. So hope you enjoy the video. First impressions out of the box, it is fairly heavy. It is about 80 pounds. It is made mostly of cast iron, the motor housing, the disc housing, the base. They even built in the dust collection port into the casting along with a handle, which I think is nice. The tabletop is aluminum. The dust shroud is plastic, which isn't a big deal. But other than that, I think it's fairly well built. It's got a nice feel to it. It's not going to move anywhere. I mean, you can try to bolt this down if you want. I don't really think you have to. But let me get you into some of the features of the table. So out of the box, the table did not look like this. It was very dirty, had some residue left over from the casting process. My father-in-law said it was the release agent. He worked at the foundry for over 35 years, so I do take that with great confidence that it was the release agent. It was very dirty. There were a lot of sharp edges, some burrs. So what I did was I took my finished sander with 180 grit and just sanded everything off. And now everything is very smooth. There are no sharp edges, no burrs, and everything is level. I held a ruler to it. You can't see any light on either side. The only part that isn't level is over here, and you can hear the play, but I'm not going to be over here. But everything else, there's no play. I mean, I'm going from almost corner to corner, and there's nothing. So I'm confident that this is level, except for, like I said, over here. Now I'm going to go over the accessory for this disc sander. It is this very cheap miter gauge. It's plastic and what appears to be the same aluminum made out of the tabletop. You can adjust the pointer, but the scale, in my opinion, is off anyway, so it doesn't really matter. And there is so much play in this slot for this. I wouldn't recommend it for using it for precision sanding or whatever you want to call it. I do appreciate the effort, Harbor Freight, but this is definitely going to go in the trash. Or somebody might find some use for it in the shop, but I know I'm not going to be using it. Now I'm going to show you how to make the tabletop perpendicular to your sanding surface. All you're going to need is a speed square, and that's about it. You have to loosen up knobs on both sides of the table. Get it nice and loose. Put your speed square right in the center. And just hold it in place with your thumb and just slowly raise the table until the edge of the speed square is flush to your sanding disc. Lock it into place. Just double check. That is flush. And there is also a scale right down here, and when I got mine flush to where I was happy with, I checked the scale and the pointer was actually at 0, so I didn't have to adjust that. But if you do, there are 2 screws that you can adjust, and I'll show you what those look like, but it's very easy to do. So once you get the tabletop perpendicular to your sanding face, there'll probably be a time where you want to sand at, say, a 45-degree angle. And that's easy enough to do. All you have to do is loosen up the knobs on both sides, and there is a scale on the bracket that you can adjust the table to. which is kind of a pain to use right now. I don't know if it'll be better with more use, but it's kind of difficult. It's actually really difficult. I don't like, not a fan of this, to be honest. But if you want to sand at a upward angle, there's 2 screws that you can remove on both of the brackets, and you can go all the way up to a 30-degree angle, which again, I have got no idea why you would want to use that, but there might be an application where you need to do that. Me, I'm probably going to leave it at 0, and if you were going to move this table to sand at different degrees, I would recommend getting a angle locator, something that you can sit on top of this and adjust the table, because I'm not sure how much I trust this stamped scale on this bracket, but that's just my opinion. Once I got the tabletop perpendicular, I read that Harbor Freight recommended no less than 1/16 of an inch gap between your tabletop and your sanding disc. You can adjust this by loosening these 3 bolts here and 3 on the other side, and your tabletop will slide forwards and backwards. And once you get an even gap on this end and this end, just retighten your bolts and you're good to go. Side note, dust port. Very nice of them to cast this, I appreciate it, but it is not standard size. It is 2 5/16 inside diameter, 2 5/8 outside diameter. And I don't know why they would have done that. Your shop back hose, which is 2.5 inches, has about a 1/16 worth of play, and it doesn't want to stay in, so you're gonna have to go bigger or add some tape around it to get it to fit. But I'm gonna rig something up so I can use my 2-stage dust collector for this machine. So it is what it is, I guess. So there we have it. I'll turn it on for you real quick so you can hear it. Well, there you have it. I hope you enjoyed the overview video of the 12-inch disc sander made by Central Machinery and sold at Harbor Freight Tools. I know Harbor Freight's got a bad rap of selling some questionable items, but I think this is one of their gems. I'm very happy with what it's done so far for me. It's performed very well for the application I needed it for. I forgot to mention that it does come with 3 sanding discs, 2 60s and 1 120, and also the power switch has a removable key, so that's a nice safety feature. If you have any questions or comments, like I said, feel free to leave them below and I'll get to them as soon as I can. Thanks for watching and have a good one. What did I do?
He built this sandal, but it's really good. Built it, but he really got it.
I did get it. You know from where?
No. Harbor Freight Tools?
Yeah, tools, yeah.
Yeah, because you can buy any tool there, you know. And
there's a good shout out for you, Harbor Freight.